evening, I'm here again to request that you define gender in our human rights law. I will not repeat all the evidence that medical science says transgenderism is a birth variation akin to people with red hair or left-handedness. I will not repeat the hard evidence that Nassau law does not explicitly protect transgender people. I will not repeat that we do not have the same protection transgender people have in all the counties and states that surround us. I will not repeat that over 50%, roughly 160 million people in the United States have gender rights laws, and no bad consequences have ever been reported. Your inaction to outlaw harm to us may seem to render you innocent, but you are not an innocent bystander. By allowing harm, the threat of harm, or even the fear of harm, you are perpetrating ungodly hate. Yours action is an action, an inhumane action. It's as though you leave a loaded gun accessible to a murderer. It's the same as driving at high speeds toward your destination without regard to preventing bad consequences. Your inaction is in fact an action, an inhumane and sinful action. You may not want to think of it as such. You may rationalize that the harm and fear of harm we experience is not your fault, or you may feel you have safety in numbers, but you know your inaction is participation in hate. Yours or that of others, it makes no difference, and is your personal responsibility. It is you, individually, who are allowing harm to people, harm you can discourage and even prevent. Thus, you are guilty of perpetrating harm on people, your constituents, guilty of a sin against God and the Decalogue He commands you to obey. It's never too late. Roll away the guilt of inaction. I say to each of you, shake the anti-human guilt from yourselves and demand the honest and right thing. As Reagan said, fulfill the prime duty and responsibility of your office to protect people, not run their lives. Include a definition of gender in our law by demanding passage of the gender clarification law